unfortunate fact of our constitutional system that the ideals of freedom and equality are often in conflict. And it concludes that, quote, while the court is sympathetic to the university's obligation to ensure equal educational opportunities for all its students, such efforts must not be at the expense of free speech. I thought, okay, where's the argument for that conclusion? And I couldn't find one, not in that opinion, nor in other judicial opinions in similar cases. But there was one note of hope at the end of Judge Cohn's opinion in the form of an addendum. In this, Judge Cohn wrote, quote, inexplicably, the court did not become aware of a conference on legal storytelling at the university's law school, that is University of Michigan's law school, in April 1989 until after its opinion was docked. Important for consideration of a broader perspective of the issues put by the policy and the court's holding of unconstitutionality under the First Amendment is a paper delivered at the conference by Mari J. Matsuda, Public Response to Racist Speech, Considering the Victim's Story, which was published in the Michigan Law Review. Professor Matsuda's description of her purpose amply describes the significance of the paper. This is a quote from her article. This article attempts to begin a conversation about the First Amendment that acknowledges both the civil libertarian's fear of tyranny and the victim's experience of loss of liberty in a society that tolerates racist speech. It suggests criminalization of a narrow, explicitly defined class of racist hate speech to provide public redress for the most serious harm, while leaving many forms of racist speech to private remedies. This is not an easy legal or moral puzzle, but it is precisely in these places where we feel conflicting tugs at heart and mind that we have the most work to do and the most knowledge to gain. Another area in which we currently have the most work to do and the most knowledge to gain is that of the inequities in our country's public education system. Professor Matsuda is currently at work on a book on this subject with Charles Lawrence, and her Voc lecture this afternoon is entitled Emancipation from Mental Slavery, Public Education and Social Change. Please join me in welcoming Professor Mari Matsuda.
Thank you, Dr. Bryson. Thank you, Dartmouth, for being here today. I know, particularly for those of you who are students, there are so many other places you could be right now, and I really appreciate that you came to hear me speak today.